Chef Jeff here at White Apron Catering in Lake Worth. Today we're going to do something fun for you. We've got some quinoa. Everybody's liking quinoa. It's the super grain out of from the Anastasi's, all that. But anyway, really popular, and it's really good and good for you. So here's one of the ways that I like to do it. I'm going to do the quinoa with some dried fruit and nuts and little fresh herbs. So we're going to go ahead and cook that up and get you started. One of the things about the quinoa, though, you want to make sure that you go ahead and rinse it off. It's got a natural coating on the seeds itself that's, if you don't rinse it off, it's a little soapy taste, and no harm or anything like that, just gives it a little off flavor. So I just rinse it. Just rinse it in some cool water, run it through with some running water for a little bit, a minute or two, just a minute, and then let it go. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse this and be right back. I just pour it right in a little strainer and then run it under the sink for a little bit. Hang on, be right back. And then we're going to get ready to cook it. I've got a pot here. We're going to get that going. And what I do is I take about 1 1/4 of the liquid to the quinoa. So I've got about a pint of quinoa, so I'm going to do about 1 1/4 of the liquid. I've just got some vegetable stock that I've made up. So I'm just going to get that started with a little bit of butter. Now certainly you could omit the butter. You could do nothing, or you could do a little olive oil if you'd rather. But I like a couple little pats of butter. So we're going to get that going. And bring that up to a boil. And once that comes up to a boil, then we're going to add the quinoa in. We're going to cook this. The quinoa takes about 10-12 minutes. You're going to see it. The water's, once it comes up, we'll put it in, give it a little stir. Going to let it go. The water's going to all absorb. All your liquid's going to absorb into it, and it'll start to puff and open up, and you'll see that. So, all right, now that we've got our liquids there boiling, we've got our stock boiling, we're going to take and we're going to dump our quinoa in there. Get that going, and when that comes up to a boil again, we're going to take and just turn it down to a simmer. Okay, and just cover it up. And then this is going to go for, it's going to take about 10, 12 minutes, 14 minutes, depending on your heat. But you're going to let it go to where everything's all absorbed in. So that's going, and then we'll get our stuff ready that we're going to put in it. I've got some onions, some red onions, and just some dried fruit. Whatever kind of dried fruits you like. I've got some figs, some macadamias, some toasted almonds. We've got some apricots and some of the craisins, the dried cranberries. We've also got a little cilantro and a little chopped mint, and that'll be good. In addition to that, we're going to season it up. I've got a little white balsamic reduction and a little olive oil blend. I don't use the straight olive oil for this. I find it's too strong. So I do a little blend. I do an olive oil, an extra virgin olive oil canola blend. All right, let's take a little look at this and see how we're doing on our quinoa. Oh, we're looking there. See, almost everything's absorbed. That's probably got just about another minute or so. And then we'll let it sit and rest for 2 or 3 minutes. And then we're going to put it into a pan and let it chill. So we'll shut that off, and we're going to let that rest for a minute. And now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to let that chill a little bit before we put everything in. And then this will all bloom open. So they're still going to have a little bit of a bite to them, but they're still going to have that little bit of a crunch to them, but they're going to be opened up and they'll be soft enough to eat. So I'm just going to set this off to the side and let that chill, and we'll be back. All right. We've got this all chilled, but you see how it's all, the rest of the water is all absorbed up, and you can see how they've sort of opened up a little bit. That's just where you want them, because then they're still going to have the crunch, but they're going to be nice and tender too. We're going to set that off, and then at this point, we're going to start adding our stuff in. So we'll add some of the craisins, and again, use whatever fruits you like. You know, if you like dates better, use dates. These are just what I like. I like the color and the flavor combinations together on these. So we've got those. We've got some of the figs. And again, you kind of lose the figs a little bit. Now the quinoa, I think I forgot to mention this, but the quinoa comes in different colors. You've got white, your golden, red, black. Any of them are going to be fine. I tend to mix them together just because, again, I like the color contrast. I do some nuts. So those are some almonds, and then I've got some macadamias. Got a little bit of red onion, and I just diced the red onion up. Got a little cilantro and a little fresh mint. All right. And then, like I said, we'll just kind of mix these all in a little bit. Let's see how it's looking pretty. And then this. Now, take a little bit of the oil. Like I said, I use an extra virgin olive oil and a canola blend, and just a little bit. This will help hold everything together. And then a little balsamic reduction. And I think this adds like a tart and a sweet together, because you've got the tartness from the balsamic, but again, as you reduce it, you get the sweetness. So a little bit of that. And a little salt and pepper. And then you just check it to see how it is, as far as whether it's going to need a little more of the vinegar or a little more salt. There you go, and we're going to go ahead and get this ready. But here you have a beautiful little quinoa salad. Some dried fruit and nuts. It's delicious, nutritious, healthy. You know, it's something different. But I think you'll like this. This has been really popular here. People seem like they really like it, but this is how we do our quinoa salad here at White Apron. Again, I'm Chef Jeff. Thanks for watching. If you like us, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Go ahead and like us, or shoot me some comments. Let me know what you want to see, or if there's anything you're concerned about. Again, Chef Jeff, thank you very much. It's White Apron Catering here in Lake Worth, 585-2985.